Thank you, Lauren. Counties across Florida are preparing ordinances to fight a bill signed into law by Governor Scott that separates public beachgoers from the private beach owners on the sand. We've been digging into this debate for months, but now those changes are just around the corner. Our Shelby Danielson joins us from Nassau County, where much of the community spent the day collecting signatures to fight that law.
Well, we continue our coverage of this controversial new law, which is going into effect across Florida just before July 4th. And we're out in Nassau County today because this is where they're inviting out hundreds of people in the community to sign affidavits. They say they've already received thousands of these signed and notarized. The people of Nassau County are becoming a force to be reckoned with.
I mean, we're 99% and they're 1%, so hopefully, we got a voice.
If there is one thing that could bring everyone together, it's the love of the beach.
I like the beach because everybody is nice at the beach.
With a new law separating the public from the private area of the beach, these concerned families say they don't want a line drawn in the sand.
I came from New Jersey. We had to lug our things like 10 blocks away, and I do not want to see this beach and this beautiful island turn into something like that, and that's what I'm afraid of.
The bill was passed with bipartisan support, so no one believes it's a political issue. They believe it's all about money.
I'm going to be fighting every day to make sure that the public beaches stay free and available to everyone in the public.
Good luck in the race.
Thanks, Lowell.
Lowell Hall is considered the, quote, godfather of protecting the beach in Nassau County.
I don't think they understand the importance of these beaches to the general public.
The Surfrider Foundation says 60% of Florida beaches are already private. They say that defeats the purpose of being a state for tourism.
People have moved in here over the last 20, 30 years that have different perspectives on how the beach should be used.
Nassau County commissioners will hold a final vote on their ordinance fighting this new law Monday night at 6. And this law is very complex, so we've broken it down for you on firstcoastnews.com. You can find the 10 most important things you need to know what this law means for you. Again, it will go into effect July 1st. In Amelia Island, Shelby Danielson, First Coast News, on your side.
And we reached out to Governor Scott's office with several questions about the new law. His communications director sent us this statement. This law does not ban or privatize any beach in Florida. If a local government wants to expand the public beach area, this bill simply outlines the legal process to accomplish that.